Hi friends, thanks for joining me. Well, today we are going to explore our Bibles. All right, now this Bible, it looks like a book, right? But did you know it's actually a whole library? It's a whole library of books. Now, do you know how many books are in this library of a Bible? 66. There are 66 books inside the Bible. Do you know the word Bible comes from a Greek word? The Greek word is biblia, which means books. Our Bible is a library of books. Library of books about God and Jesus and how to love each other and about God's great big love. All right, let's explore. Open up your Bible to the front where we have the table of contents. Now let's just take a minute and just kind of look at some of the names of these books of the Bible. We start out with Genesis and Exodus. And we keep on going. This is the Old Testament. Do you remember the Old Testament? The Old Testament is at the beginning, and that's different from the New Testament because the stories in the Old Testament happened before Jesus was on earth. And then in the New Testament, it's about stories of Jesus and when Jesus came to earth and when he was born, and stories about after Jesus was here. Okay, I want to try something with you. Hold your Bible so the spine is facing down and open it up to the very middle. Did you get to the book of Psalms? P-S-A-L-M, Psalm? Well, if you didn't, just turn a few pages either way and you will get to the book of Psalms. Psalms is right in the middle of your Bible. It's kind of a fun trick to learn how to find some books. So the Bible is set up in kind of different categories. First, we have the Old Testament and the New Testament, which you probably knew about. But there's other categories that the Bible is split up into. Here's our categories: law, history, poetry, prophets, gospels, and letters. So get out this worksheet. This worksheet is called the Return the Books, and you can see it's a bookshelf. And on the bookshelf are all of the books of the Bible. I'm going to read you the directions. Some books are missing. Use the table of contents in your Bible to name the missing books. Write the correct names in the empty book spaces. Okay, so I'm going to open mine back to the beginning again, to the table of contents. And it shows the first book right here is Genesis. Then the second one is missing. Do you remember what that is? If not, look, right under the word Genesis is Exodus. So I'm going to write the name Exodus. Just like that. See how I filled it in right there? Now we have, keep going, those are the books of law, and then we go over to the books of history. Now the first book of history is Joshua, Judges, and that one's empty. Do you know what that one is? If I look down at the one after Judges, I can find Ruth. Then I put it in. Let's keep going down and across our books. Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings. 2 Kings goes right there. Okay, we're still in the books of history. So now we're going to go to 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles. Ezra is missing. Let's write Ezra in. Nehemiah and Esther. Now let's go to poetry and songs. Our first book of poetry and songs is Job. And then wait, the next one is missing. It's probably the most famous one. It's the book of Psalms. Then we have Proverbs. Then we're going to move on down to prophets. Now it starts with Isaiah. Now we can kind of keep going. Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel. Can you keep going and find out which one is missing? That's right, Amos. A-M-O-S. Okay, then we keep going. Did you find it? Micah. Oh, it looks like we filled up prophets. Now let's go to the Gospels. Do you know what the Gospels are? Well, they are in the not in the Old Testament. They're in the New Testament, and they're the first 4 books. And chances are you know what these books are. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. First 4 books of the New Testament are called the Gospels. So I can just look right here, and I happen to know the first 4 books are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. You'll get to know those too. So which one is missing? Mark is missing. So let's write Mark. Now in the New Testament, in the history section, there's only 1 book, and it's Acts. And then we go to letters. So let's see. It looks like our first book of letters is missing. Do you know what that one is? Well, if you don't, that's okay. Find Acts in your table of contents and then go right after that. And it brings you to Romans. Then we have 1st and 2nd Corinthians. All right, let's keep filling in. Galatians, G-L-A-T. Ephesians. Okay, let's keep going. What's the next one missing? This one isn't a very popular book of the Bible that we find a lot of our verses in. So maybe this is your first time seeing this book. It's the book of Titus. Okay, we're almost done filling out our books. We're in the letters. I wonder what that means, letters. Do you think it could be letters that people wrote and then we get to read them? That's exactly what they are. So let's see, let's keep going down. We have 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and what's next? It's Jude. So let's fill in Jude. Now that we have it all filled out, there's a key right here. And it says the books of law, let's color those red. Okay, so what are the books of law? Those are the first 5 books. So I'm going to color those ones red. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Coloring those ones red. The next one is history. Let's color our history books yellow. Did you count how many were there? 12, that's right. But then wait, we have some more history in the New Testament. So let's color the book of Acts yellow also. Now we have poetry and songs, green. Prophets are orange. Gospels are blue. Do you remember what that is, the Gospels? First 4 books of the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And our last category is letters. Purple. That kind of gives you a clue on how the Bible is arranged. We'll have more classes talking about the different sections of the Bible. We're just kind of doing an overview today. So if you want to keep coloring, go right ahead. I'm going to move on to our next activity. Okay, have you ever had to find a verse in the Bible you're given a word and some numbers. You have to figure out where it is in this big old Bible. Well, let's practice. I want you to find Psalms 29, verse 11. Now, do you remember how I had you hold it and we find Psalms right into the middle? All right, I opened it right up to Psalms, right in the middle of my Bible. Now I have to find 29. 29 is the chapter. I opened up to 56. Psalms is a really big book, so you might have to flip back and forth a little bit. Okay, I found Psalms 29. Now 11 is our verse number, and it happens to be the little bitty number right there. So I found Psalms 29, and I knew it because it told me right here that we're on page 29. But if I flip a page back, it says Psalms 29 right there, and then I'm looking for the little number 11. Well, it only goes to 4 on this page, so I have to flip the page and go to 11. Let the Lord give strength to his people. Let the Lord bless his people with peace. It's a great verse. Let's see. Is this verse in the New Testament or the Old Testament? That's right, it's in the Old Testament. Okay, let's find Isaiah 40, verse 31. You may be wondering, where is Isaiah? Well, that's okay if you don't know. So we'll go to our table of contents and we'll just start at the beginning because you probably don't know if it's a New Testament or an Old Testament book. So let's look. Isaiah. Oh, it looks like Isaiah is in the Old Testament and it starts on page 802. So let's go there just for our start. 802. All right. And I want to find chapter 40, so that's the big 40. So keep moving through until you find the big 40. I found the big 40. Did you find it? Let's see, verse 31. Oh, it's not on this page. I have to keep going. This one only goes to 4 again. So I go to chapter 40, verse 41. I went too far. Let me see. It's the last verse in this chapter. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will fly upon wings like eagles. They will run and not be tired. They will walk and not be weary. Let's try one more. Let's try Philippians chapter 4, verse 4. Okay, again, do you know where Philippians is? I'm guessing you don't. So let's see, let's look. Do you see? I didn't see it on the first page. Let's turn the page. Oh, it looks like it's right here in the New Testament. So that's going to be towards the back of the Bible. It says, starts on page 1377. So I'm going to go back here. It's after the Gospels, right? Okay, let's see. Chapter 4, verse 4. So I'm going to find my big 4. I'm going to find my little 4. Be glad in the Lord always. Again, I say, be glad. Well, the cool thing about having your own Bible is that it is yours. It's all yours. And do you know that we encourage you to write in it? It's true. You can write in it with pencils or markers or pens or highlighters, however you want. Here are some suggestions. It says you can underline or highlight verses that have a special meaning to you. You can circle or underline words that jump out at you. For example, you might want to underline the word love every time you see it in the Bible. You can write short notes that remind yourself why that Bible verse has special meaning. Maybe you want to write awesome, so cool. You can draw pictures or symbols in the little margins, like in the little empty spaces that help you remember what you're feeling about those verses. You might want to choose colors to highlight or underline and circle things that you're reading. Perhaps you might choose blue to underline prayers, or you might choose orange to underline God's promises. Colored pencils also work really well because they don't bleed through on the page on the other side of the page. So those are a great option. I just wanted you to know, don't be scared to mark up your Bible. Here is a sample. It's kind of cool how you can mark it up, and that will help you remember stuff. Okay, let's get out this worksheet, the most popular book. I'm going to read you the top of it. The Bible is the most popular book in the world. There are more than 10 billion copies of the Bible in the world today. If you place the Bible end to end, they would go all the way to the moon and back twice. Use the sign language code to discover more about the world's most popular book. Our first one says, the Old Testament is written in the blank language. So now we're going to go find some sign language and figure out what that first letter is. I'm going to look for this. It looks like the letter H. Okay, now what do you think? E. I know that's the letter B. R. E. W. The Old Testament was first written in the Hebrew language. Okay, the next one is, the New Testament was first written in the what language? Let's see. It's not Hebrew, so let's see if we can figure it out. Do you know what this sign is? It's G. Any guesses on this language? What language starts with G? I bet you can guess. Then we have R, E, E. Okay. Greek. The New Testament was first written in the Greek language. Over the years, the Bible has been translated into almost blank languages. What's this letter? Do you know what that is? It's T. W. O. 2. I bet you can guess what this one is, right? It's another T. But this is H, O, U, S, A, N, D. In 2,000 languages. Over the years, the Bible has been translated into almost 2,000 languages. Isn't that amazing? Next week, we will look at the Old Testament and the books about law. So join me next week. Thanks for joining me today. Have a good one.